Hey guys, we're back for questions 5 and 6 of Keystone Practice Test Module 2. Here we have number 5. Let me read it to you. An electrician charges an hourly rate H of $40 and a service fee of $70. The total charges C can be represented by the equation C equals 70 plus 40H. So let me highlight. It is bolded, but let me highlight over that. Which statement is true? Okay, I'm going to go right to the statement that's true, and then I'm going to tell you why. The answer to this is letter D, and this is how simple it is. It says if the electrician charged $150, then he worked for 2 hours. So all I did was I took $150 and I put it in for C, because that's what he charges, and I put 2 in for H. So if what he charges equals 70 plus 40H, then 150, the charges, should equal 70 plus 40 times 2 hours of work. So think about it. Here, he worked for 2 hours at $40 an hour. That means he made $80 on those 2 hours, plus the service fee of 70. I'm thinking the electrician charges $70 just to drive out to your house, and then for however long he's there, he's charging $40 an hour from there. Well, 70 plus 80 is 150. So you get 150 equals 150, which is a match. So that's why I chose D. If I try to choose A, B, or C, it just doesn't work out. If you put 3 hours in, 3 hours here times 40 is 120, but 120 plus 70 is not 180, and so on and so forth. If you try B and A, they won't work either. So I'm going to go with D, and this is the reason why. Okay, number 6, box and whisker plots. So we're going to do some review here, because I'm not sure how much you remember from box and whisker plots. So we're kind of going to start not even with the question, but more just a general review of box and whisker plots. First, let's go over some key points on a box and whisker plot. First off, the reason it's called a box and whisker plot is because the graph has this box and these little whiskers coming off of it. So if you look here, the first point that I see here, which is my lowest point, that is actually called the minimum. This is the minimum. Can you read that? Hope so. Okay. The guy up here then, makes sense, would be called the maximum. Highest and lowest. Maximum is the highest point in my data set. Minimum is the lowest. The next probably easiest part to recognize is this bar that comes down the middle of your box. This is actually your median. This is the middle of your data set when ordered from lowest to highest. This is median. Okay. And then the only other 2 spots we're going to talk about is the left side of the box and the right side of the box. Now the left side of the box, we can call it different things. Sometimes we call it Q1, which stands for quartile 1. This is also sometimes known as your lower quartile. The right side of the box, this can be called quartile 3. Also known as your upper quartile. Well, where the heck is quartile 2? Well, your median is sometimes referred to as quartile 2. And actually, sometimes your maximum could be quartile 4. And the reason the word quartile was chosen for these different intervals is because 1/4 of your data lies between each quartile. So from the minimum to quartile 1, that's 25% of your overall beta. From quartile 1 to quartile 2, that's 25%. Quartile 2 to quartile 3, that's 25%. And quartile 3 to quartile 4, that's 25%. So that's just kind of like the lowdown on box and whisker plots. Now, the question said that the scores from a recent math test of 79 students are displayed in this box and whisker plot. What is the interquartile range? So the interquartile range is a simple formula. Regular range, okay, if that word interquartile was not there, regular range is highest minus lowest. But we don't want that. We want interquartile range, which is sometimes abbreviated IQR. IQR is actually Q3 minus Q1. So it's not the highest minus the lowest. It's the right side of the box minus the left side of the box. Right side of the box minus the left side of the box. So let's grab those numbers. This is going to be, the right side is at 90, and the left side of the box looks to be at 70, and so 90 minus 70 is 20. And the answer to this question is letter A, 20. Okay, see you back for the next video.